4 things you need to know about patience. When God says be patient, He's getting us into the proper positioning, including getting us in the know of the duration of time involved. Sometimes we hear a prophetic word and get so happy, not knowing what it's going to take of us and what's expected of us. In the concordance, the meaning of patience based off of James 1 and 4, it means steadfast, constant, enduring, persevering, cheerful, hopeful. So that's a certain position that God wants us to be in. And it lets us know that there's a duration of time involved for us to see our promise. Number 2, sometimes it's not delay as it seems, but God poking us, testing out and disciplining our patience. He's also getting us to avoid errors. The New American Oxford Dictionary definition of patience is the capacity to accept or tolerate delay, trouble, or suffering without getting angry or upset. It is said when we're getting angry or upset around our promise God promised us, it's a sign we're in a place of anxiety, really rushing the process or trying to get ahead in the process. Or a promise. We're eager, trying to bring it to pass and not really in that posture stated earlier. So he gets us back into the proper position. Isaiah 35 and 4a says, "Say to them that are of a fearful heart." Now, fearful heart there means to hasten, be hurried, be anxious, hasty, impetuous, prepare quickly, and do quickly. Now, we know God really doesn't like haste. Why? There's a lack of faithfulness in being hasty, and that person shall not be innocent, according to Proverbs 28 and 20. Remember, the just shall live by faith, but the soul that is proud is not upright in him. Habakkuk 2 and 4. It's more upright to be humble and lean on God, trust in God, believe in God, have faith in God and in His ways, than to do it your own way. It is better to live by trusting God, even if He's doing it through teaching us patience or through a slow process, because haste isn't the way God plays His game. Haste also exalts folly or foolishness, according to Proverbs 14:29. Haste also makes you to sin with your feet. He that hasteth sinneth with his feet. It really leads to mistakes, and that's according to Proverbs 19 and 2. Lastly, haste leads only to want. So you will always be in a place of want, lack, or just want. All right, that's Proverbs 2:21 and 5. So you'll really end up in a worse position by being hasty. And God uses patience to get us from error. Number 3. So God builds up our patience so we could get to the place of actually seeing our promise come to pass. James 1 and 3 says, "The trying of your faith worketh patience." Why the trying of our faith is important? Because according to Hebrews 10:36 through 37, we have need of patience, that after we have done the will of God, whether it was obeying God by sowing a seed, whether it was obeying God by purchasing that land for the children's school, or whether it was opening that law firm, after we have done the will of God, we might receive the promise. So that phrase, "and after doing His will," after we have done the will of God, that lets us know there's a space of time involved. We'll be waiting for the promise, right? The next verse says, "For yet a little while, and He that shall come and will not tarry." So God doing things in the making us be patient process is because He knows His system. It takes time to see the promise come into manifestation. Number 4, God sends patience, who is our friend we can trust, to have her perfect work in us, that we may be wanting nothing. Perfect there means brought to its end, finished, wanting nothing, necessary to completeness, perfect, consummate human integrity and virtue of men, full grown, adult, of full age, mature, growth. Lastly, mental and moral character. Wanting nothing means forsake, to be left behind, to lag, be inferior, to be destitute of, to lack, to be wanting, to fail. God doesn't want us to miss anything He has for us. He doesn't have in mind that we be inferior to anyone or anything. He doesn't have in mind that we fail or lag behind Him or anyone or anything He has for us. And He doesn't have in mind for us to lack. So, patience grows us up. Remember, trust God in His way. He knows you want to get there and see your dreams come true. Trust that He's taking you the best route and let patience have her perfect work in you. You'll get to where you want it to be. Patience is your trustworthy friend.